Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. This is Jason, and this is Friday, May 8th, 2020. Thank you to everyone that checked out my test live stream a few days ago. I think it went well. There were some people who came and chatted with me for a few minutes. I appreciate you guys. The only problem I had, and you guys tell me if this has ever happened to you if you've done a live stream, my phone was really hot afterwards. So I'm not sure if there's anything that can be done about that, but I don't want to fry my phone. So I may do live streams once a week. But I'm not going to do them every time I'm out until I figure out if a hot phone is okay or not. But anyways, the quality was there. It looked fine. So I'll try it again maybe next week. But maybe I'll go out in the morning when it's not so hot. This is the really hot time of the year, between April and July. It's in the 90s right now. I'll tell you what, I've been in Las Vegas in the summer. I lived in Phoenix a long time ago, Phoenix, Arizona. I'll tell you what, dry heat is a lot better than this. I'd rather take 110 degrees in Phoenix than, I don't know what it is, 91, 92 degrees here. There's a big difference, especially when you're walking around. Updates. The Philippines are trying to decide if places like Cebu and Manila are going to change their status from enhanced community quarantine to a general one. Their idea was to do mass testing and figure out which barangays had a lot of cases and which didn't have so many cases. But the problem with that is people weren't showing up. Barangays were expecting hundreds of people, and I think one barangay had 18 people show up, and another one had like 75. So I can understand. There's rumors going around that these tests are already tainted, inaccurate. So I can understand people's fear. You know, they don't want a false positive and then they're stuck in a isolation center for a long time. So I can understand that. So they're not getting the volunteers, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think they can really force anybody to test. But who knows? This is not the USA, so people don't have the same rights as we do in the USA. So I don't know. Maybe they can force them at some point to test. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to test right now. You know, if there's a false positive, then they throw you in a quarantine center with potentially other sick people. No thanks. But I think they're mostly focusing on the really densely populated areas, the areas where community transmission, the chances of that are high. So here in IT Park where I'm staying, it's not really dense. So I haven't even been checked for my pass all this time, so I don't think they're worried about areas like this. But there are a lot of areas in Cebu where families do live 6, 8, 10 people to a room. So that's where the real worry is. So they'll decide probably next week if this ECQ gets extended, if it gets reduced to a general community quarantine. I would hope that they would reduce it, but who knows? Some of the politicians have said, you know, let's just see what happens. Let's go back to a general community quarantine and just basically see what happens, because they realize that people are they're starving out there. The cities, the barangays, they don't have enough resources to keep everybody who's locked down fed. There's reports of people not getting their sacks of rice, not getting their money that they were supposed to get. So maybe they just need to open it, let the chips fall where they may, and see what happens. I don't know. Oh, we're back at the supermarket again. Again, there's nobody waiting outside. Very interesting. I might actually go shopping after this video is over. I have a few things now that I need to buy. What else? The Philippine government has given permission for flights to resume domestically between cities that are under a general community quarantine. So that doesn't include us, so there won't be any flights out of Cebu anytime soon. But that is good news for some of the other places, and we'll see what the airlines end up doing. International flights, they're set to resume, I believe, Sunday. The Philippines stopped international flights for about a week because they couldn't handle all the overseas foreign workers that were coming back. They couldn't handle all of them. There wasn't enough quarantine space for all of them. So they closed it down for a week to make room. And supposedly there'll be room again starting Sunday. So these overseas foreign workers have been losing their jobs, or they just want to be home closer to family during this whole thing. And some of them have been having problems getting home. In Cebu, there has been more cases, but they're mostly, again, in those areas that are densely populated. They tried a lockdown in one of them, but nobody's really following it. So the barangay captain, he kind of just threw his arms up in the air. He's like, well, I can't do anything. I don't have the resources to feed these people. So he's asking the mayor for help. As of now, I haven't heard what the mayor is going to do. But a lot of these people are in survival mode. You can't tell them to stay home for 24 hours a day. They need to go out. They need to get some food. They need to do other things. So I don't know what's going to happen there. The neighborhood that's near here, Barangay Luz, that was one of the first big outbreaks. There's 150 people that tested positive. Well, now 14 days have gone by, so they're retesting them now, making sure they're negative. And if they are, they're going to let them go back home, which is great. Right now, the isolation center is a high school, I believe. So, yeah, if they can get home, that's great. There's nothing better than to be home. Anyways, there's just not much news this week. We're just waiting to see if that ECQ is going to get extended. I hope not, but I'm kind of in the back of my head thinking they will, because the cases just aren't letting up. And I don't know what they're expecting. I don't know if they're expecting the cases to go to zero, because I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. So they might just want to let things open and see where things go. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna hit the supermarket while it's not busy. The supermarket's now closed on Sunday here, because on Sunday there's no cars allowed out on the road. so people can't get to work. So I'll do my shopping today. Again, I really appreciate all of you. I'm up to 1,079 subscribers. That is really awesome. I appreciate all of you. Even if you don't subscribe and you just came across this video, I appreciate you too. In the comments section, let me know if doing a live cast once a week is a good idea or not. Let me know. Or I might put up a poll later. Yeah, I might put up a poll and then you guys can decide for me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, you'll see my channel logo. Just click that and that'll allow you to subscribe. And make sure to click that bell so you get notifications. Anyways, have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you all are safe. Don't do anything too crazy. This is Jason from Asia Unscripted, and I will see you guys next time.